EarthKAM is a program that allows students to take pictures of Earth from a camera on board the International Space Station. These are instructions for the final EarthKAM mission. Make sure to have the worksheet in front of you with the mission login username, password, and code word filled out. I will be following these instructions. Step 1. Open a browser tab and visit EarthKAM. That's earthkam.org. Log in the upper right corner. Then, in the mission login side, type the username and password to enter the Mission Operations Center. Click on the Image Request tab. Step 2. Select an orbit. EarthKAM will show a list of orbits and a world map. Clicking on a radio button will show you a set of orbits where the ISS will pass. The path on Earth underneath an orbit is called a ground track. The red tracks are in the daytime, and the blue tracks are at night. You can only take pictures along the red daytime ground tracks. Selecting another radio button will show a different set of orbits. Bear in mind that as the mission progresses, orbits will expire, starting with the earliest ones. To have more choices of orbits, make your request early in the mission. You can display labels from the satellite view, or switch over to the map view. To see an orbit more closely, you can drag around and zoom in on the map. Step 3. Select a target. A target is the exact location of where you want the picture taken. To place a target, click somewhere on the map that is close to a red ground track. EarthKAM will drop a small circle on the target, a Google pin on the closest ground track point to the target, and a line connecting them. The line represents the distance from the ground track to your target. That distance needs to be 37 miles or less, which is displayed below the map. Otherwise, the camera will take a picture of whatever's closest to the ground track, but not necessarily what you want. Now, if the distance is too far, just click anywhere else on the map to undo that target and try again. For our example, let's choose Jeddah. This target is 19.27 miles from the ground track, which is less than 37, so it'll work. Step 4. Check the weather. Make sure the forecast predicts clear weather. With your target selected, look at the bottom of the EarthKAM page for the image request info. GMT stands for Greenwich Mean Time, which is the World Reference Time Zone for the Greenwich Royal Observatory in London. The GMT field lists the year, it's 2025, the Julian calendar day, and the timestamp, the exact hours, minutes, and seconds when the camera is scheduled to take the picture. Look on the back of the worksheet to convert Julian to calendar dates. In this example, day 191 is Thursday, July 10th. Open a browser tab to a weather site like weather.com and enter the location of the target or a major city close by. We want the forecast for Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Click on the 10-day forecast and scroll down. On Thursday, it's predicted to be 103 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. Perfect. On the worksheet, copy down the temperature and circle the weather. Now at any given time, about 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with clouds. If your forecast shows anything other than clear and sunny, you risk cloud cover. In that case, redo steps 2 and 3 until you get a target with a clear sky forecast. Step 5, request the image. After verifying the weather, copy down the image request information onto the worksheet. Then, click on the Image Request Image button to bring up the image request window. Fill in your assigned code word and submit. Step 6, fill out the image request. Copy down the information from the worksheet into the fields of the image request window exactly as written. In this case, it's orbit 3879. The GMT is 2025, day 191 at 16:01:30 hours. Latitude is 21.36 degrees north, longitude 39.41 degrees east. For the latitude and longitude, make sure to properly select north versus south and east versus west. In the location field, type your initials along with the location, which for this example is Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Just leave the reason and description field blank. Submit the request. When it says success, just close the window. Step 7, request IDs. Click on the View Requests tab up top. Find your request in the location column. There it is, Jeddah. Write down the request ID onto the worksheet. You can use this number to look up your image later. You may need to adjust the columns to read all the numbers. For this request in Jeddah, I'm going to copy down 1057724. Finally, step 8. A week or two after the mission has ended, go back and visit EarthKAM. Log in again and click the View Request tab up top. If the camera has successfully taken the photograph, it will show as taken in the status column. Click on the word taken to display the picture. The image will have an image number. Copy that number onto your worksheet so you can share the image with others. They don't even need to log in. All they need is that image number. For an example, I'm going to use an image of Jeddah taken during a previous mission. So from the home page of EarthKAM, click on Images, Gallery, and then in the search bar, type in an image number, which for that old picture of Jeddah is 195105. Looking at the GMT, this picture was taken back in 2018. You can select any size. I'll choose the largest at full resolution. From here you can print or download it, since it is considered public record. If you need more assistance, click the Help tab up top, which has an in-depth user guide. Well, that's it. Good luck, and I hope you get some great pictures.